When you're ready.
So you gonna choke him out?
The rope.
I can't kill you.
3, 2, 1.
Well guys, it's getting kinda goofy out here. The world of content creation has changed so much over the last few years that these days there's a lot that people are doing that to a boomer like me is not even recognizable as social media content. The game has changed. For example, Cenat recently started doing his second mafiathon, which is basically this huge subathon he does that at this point has gotten so big that it's almost kind of comical. The guy rented out like a $60 million California mega mansion to host it. He's been live basically 24 hours a day for almost a month at this point. Every single day he has a new celebrity on stream. He's had Snoop Dogg, Serena Williams, tons of other actors and musicians, and every single day he does something a little bit crazier than he did the day before. It's almost like unfair to call it a live stream at this point. There's a massive team working on this, and it's really nothing like the streaming world has ever seen before. As a person who remembers when streaming was first getting popular on the internet, it's kind of crazy to see how far stuff has come. However, as we've seen with a few other content creators on the internet, the mindset of bigger is always better can sometimes get you into some trouble. And recently, Cenat's goal of always upping the ante with these live streams did just that. Yesterday, and I really need you guys to know that I'm not joking when I say this. Okay, this is gonna sound like a really stupid joke, but I promise you, it's not. During his live stream, Cenat, well, he hanged a person. A magician, to be exact. And when I say he did it, I'm not being figurative, like he pulled the fucking lever. This was essentially a gallows-style execution in Cenat's backyard. Now, apparently this was part of this magician's act. Watching the stream VOD, I don't, like, really know what the act was supposed to be, but I don't really understand, like, how it was supposed to make sense or be believable, I guess, until the very end, which I feel like kind of takes away some of the magic, but I mean, I don't really think that's what's important here. A lot of people are super upset with Kai about this, and I mean, understandably so. This was a pretty stupid thing to live stream, and the way it was handled on stream doesn't really make it any better. So that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into it, okay? Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Sandbags are attached to the rip cords. The rip cords come down the front through that PVC tube, and they end at the handles right in front of you. Before we go any further, I have to say that I'm a professional. This is my decision to do this. I'm supervised by professionals. We have emergency personnel standing by, and that absolutely no one should try anything like this or anything dangerous at home.
Okay, so there's this weird narrative on Twitter I've been seeing where people are trying to defend Kai by saying there's no way he could have known what was going to happen. And I feel like if you watch the stream, that quickly becomes so stupid, it's kind of funny. Even if this guy didn't just explain to Kai what's going on, the guy is sitting there with 3 nooses and 3 strings. Doesn't really take a whole lot to put together what's about to happen.
Wait, but if I put a wrong string?
Grab one of the rip cords. I'll show you how this works. Grab it, but don't pull it.
I will go red. I feel like yellow is a denominator.
This has to be Kai's decision.
Blue. I'm going blue.
Hold it, but don't pull it.
Yeah, let him pick.
When you're ready, you give it a good tug.
Right now?
When you're ready.
Should we back up?
Wait, what
Give
happened?
it a tug. Give it a tug. You'll see.
All right.
What the fuck gonna happen? I'm gonna stay with my friend.
I'm good.
She right here. I ain't scared. My friend ain't scared.
When you're ready.
Oh my fucking God.
What did that just do?
When a sandbag goes,
So you gonna choke him out?
the rope goes.
Right, that is what it
That one was 1 and 3. You follow? Drop that one on the ground.
He finna choke.
Drop it on the ground, the one you used.
Nigga, I can't kill you.
Okay, so as you may have just heard, it seems like Kai is aware of what's about to happen here. And look, don't get me wrong, I don't think that Kai should be getting nearly as much shit as he is for doing this. Was it a stupid thing to live stream? Yeah. Is it distasteful? Of course. But I mean, I think this is all scripted. I mean, maybe it's not, but I feel like something of this nature would have been vetted, especially for an event like this before they live streamed it. Like seriously, I wasn't joking when I said there's a massive team behind all this. I feel like Kai knows what's going on, but once he pulls, I guess, what you could consider the right string, he's gonna start acting like he had no idea what was gonna happen, and it's just kind of stupid. He just said, I can't kill you.
No! What's happening? Yo!
Hey, yo. Let me let it get red face.
Why you doing this, bro?
I like this kind of stuff.
Come on, bro.
Let's go. Come on, Meg. Show me something, Meg. Yeah.
Okay, so personally, I think it's fucking hilarious that everybody else is freaking out and Sexy Red is over here just like, yeah, let's get this show on the road. Kill this fucker.
Yes, let him do it. He gonna do it anyway.
Wait, what happens? Okay, if you die, what happens?
I believe this is the right choice.
But if you die, what happens? I go to jail.
My eyes, you're gonna grab one of the handles, and only one handle, and you're gonna get the grip from full.
I want to see this. I'm gonna look at you, Kai.
I'm just doing that.
What you gonna
Any,
do?
many, money, more catch, take a bite. So if you want to let it go, let it go. My mom told me to pick this one. We outside in the basketball court right now with Max Major. I don't know what the fuck to do right now. So I'm going to just randomly pick this one.
I really don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for showing this on YouTube. I'm just going to plan on keeping it in, but I really feel like this is the kind of thing that YouTube is not going to want uncensored, so we'll just see what happens, okay? Just so everybody knows, what you're about to see is not real. It was all planned ahead of time. Nobody was hurt. This was all done by professionals. Do not try this at home, okay?
3, 2, 1.
Oh! No! No, put the camera down, put the camera down. Don't show it, don't.
What the fuck?
Nigga, what the fuck?
I need you guys to go back to the house.
Wait, no.
Oh my God.
No. I might get banned.
So, the initial reactions of these guys, genuinely hilarious to me if they weren't planned out. Let's just assume that this wasn't staged. Cenat nearly just executed a person, and he's acting surprised that that happened when he fully knew there was a 50-50 chance of what just happening. And then the first thing that this guy says after he just sent somebody to the gallows is, I might get banned. Not, oh my God, I hope he's okay, holy shit, what just happened? No, I might get banned. Then the guy next to him says the funniest shit ever, saying this is not magic, because, like, yeah, it's not at all. I don't really understand the vision. Spoiler alert, when they go back into the main room, there's this sticky note on Kai's desk, and it links Kai to this YouTube video where the magician is saying, I knew what you were gonna do all along, I've been studying you, and he shows the red handle, and they, like, immediately figure out how he did this. So, like, it's really not magic, it's not a very good trick, which, again, is why I think this is staged, because like nothing about this is impressive or works as a magic trick, but it does work for going viral on the internet. Now for the next few minutes, they just keep going back and forth with who I assume is the magician's team. They're trying to usher everyone back into the house while Kai and his friends are trying to go check on the guy, which again, I think just really goes back to the fact that this is a terrible, quote, magic trick. Like, what's the trick here? This is like the magic equivalent of a modern day YouTube prank. Where's the trick? Where's the magic? Oh, so you tricked a bunch of people into thinking that you got severely injured or maybe killed? Okay, well, now that I say that out loud, I guess that is like a lot of magic. I remember watching the shit out of that one dude, Chris Angel, and like half of his tricks were just like him jumping into a wood chipper. So, okay, fair play, I guess. But usually, like, it's not as hands-on, like you don't make another person do it. I guess that's the disconnect. If you're having somebody pull a string that hangs you, it's kinda crazy to not let them check and see if you're okay. Eventually, everybody is convinced to go back to the house though, and honestly, I can't decide whether or not I think this is staged. Based off the interactions they have walking back to the house, I think at the very least, if somebody did know it was only Kai, because most of the people here seem to actually be kind of concerned for what's gonna happen to Kai if something really did happen to this guy. They don't seem to really care about the magician guy, but I mean, I guess that's fair. Like, don't put yourself in that position. But they do seem like genuinely concerned about what's going on. I don't know, it just doesn't really seem fake. But I still think Kai probably knew, and maybe he's just acting. I mean, he is in that stupid fucking T-Mobile commercial, so who knows?
There's a sticky note. There's a sticky note on my desktop. There's a sticky note on my desktop. It says, watch me from Max. Wait. Yo. Pull up.
He gotta stop doing
Why is you? It's, nah, he playing, bro.
with your life.
It says, give me the link. Hold on.
Bro, that shit not cool.
What happened?
Well, he be pranking people like this.
No, he never pranked me ever.
So, like, I understand that it's probably pretty crazy to see what these people just saw, in person. However, I feel like at the end of the day, you would have had to have pretty quickly realized that that was somehow part of the trick, right? Because like, think about it, what else would the trick be? Because I mean, there's only two options, the right string isn't pulled or it is. And if the right string was never pulled, where's the potential for a trick? So I feel like on some level, you had to have known that they were gonna force the right string being picked and that it would be something like this.
If you're watching this, that means that something has gone terribly wrong. But what you don't know is that was all according to my plan. You wanted to see me fail. And I thought tonight, I'd give you exactly what you asked for. You see, you thought the game was for me to influence you to make the right choice. Well, all along, I planned to influence you to make the wrong choice. And I knew you'd pick the red handle. You see...
But nah, he's saying before you even point down, he's saying you pick a red.
Even when it feels like you're playing a game of chance, you have to remember who you're playing against.
He already made
I
the video,
decide
girl.
who wins or loses.
So that's the big reveal, but I feel like it doesn't really take a long time to figure out that they just had a guy in this room who put one of two sticky notes on the desk depending on which handle Kai picked. So I feel like whatever magic may have been created here really fades pretty quickly, but I would argue that there wasn't really any magic to begin with, because it's not believable. I mean, like, you know that you're not going to have somebody do this to you for real on a live stream. So honestly, I think it's just kind of stupid. You never sold what you were trying to get people to believe, so there's no payoff. But that's pretty much where the magic segment of the stream ends. They go on to something new after this. Overall, I do think that there were a lot of stupid decisions made here by everyone involved. Even if Kai didn't know about this going into it, I mean, you have a guy with 3 nooses in front of you. You should probably know better than to live stream whatever they're wanting to do with that. I don't think there's really an excuse for seeing this setup and being like, yeah, okay, let's film this. Are people making it out to be a bit bigger of a deal than I think it really is? Yes, but I do still think that Kai should take responsibility for this. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think this is a case of a little bit of special treatment from Twitch? There's a lot of people saying that everybody else would get banned for doing this, and you know what? That's probably not that inaccurate. Live streaming this is kind of insane, like we've established. Now look, it would be one thing if the ropes were hidden, or if this was set up in a way that it wasn't so obvious what was going to happen from the beginning, but that's not what happened. The people in charge, Kai, the people on the stream, they should have seen the setup for this magic trick and been like, you know what? We shouldn't film this. Why that didn't happen? The answer's pretty obvious. The people in charge, the people involved knew this would get a lot of people talking, and well, it worked. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.